for our next topic, we have the AFC South. We're going to do a little breakdown, our breakout player for each team in the AFC South. I know, not very exciting, but we're going to do it, all right? Sorry to all those AFC South fans, Houston, Colts, Jags, and Titans, all right? I had to even think about that. I had to look down at my notes to remember that. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start it off. I will start off with the Tennessee Titans, which is going to be my favorite to win this division. Saying it here first, and I'm pretty sure everybody else agrees with me on this. Maybe Trey might not, because his quarterback over in the Colts. So that might be his team. But the person that I have, it's not so much, I would say, a bold prediction in terms of breakout player, but figured it'd be a breakout year for him just because of the latest addition that they had to their team, which is Julio Jones. And now I say the breakout player for the Tennessee Titans this year will be A.J. Brown. He's going to benefit so much from having Julio getting double coverage. To his side, obviously, the Derrick Henry effect, to where, obviously you can't really put two safeties, or not two safety, but put another safety over the top of A.J. Brown. So you got to put one of those safeties inside the box to try to slow down Derrick Henry best you can. But A.J. Brown is going to benefit the most, and he's going to have a career year this year. Better numbers than Julio Jones, and that's not saying that he's a better receiver, just he's going to have a better year.
Okay.
Spence?
Actually, mine's is in the wide receiver hand, but it's not Julio. It's actually Josh Reynolds. I feel like everybody's still going to respect Julio and A.J. Brown, especially the years they have. And Julio, well, it's Julio. I won't even put two people on Julio. I'll put three just in case. So with that, they're going to, especially if he's playing slot, they're not really going to look at Josh like that. So he can able to use that to pick up big yards quick, like here and there, especially how Ryan Tannehill plays. It's a, hey, slants, go. And he'll be fine with that. They'll be focused on them other two receivers so much, they'll forget about him. And he'll probably have a really good output from that. So, pick Josh Reynolds on this one.
All right. Unexpected. Sure, Trey?
Well, the perfect person to benefit from both of what you guys just said is Ryan Tannehill. Of course. He is going back to the Pro Bowl this year.
Yeah, I agree. If he doesn't, it'd be sad.
Yeah.
It'd be sad.
Yeah, he's just gonna look amazing.
Yeah.
You got Derrick Henry running the ball, just coming off of 2,000 yards. Now you add Julio Jones. Yeah. And like you said, Josh Reynolds will be a beneficiary of that as well. A.J. Brown. I see Tannehill finishing in the Tannehill finishing the top 5 for quarterbacks.
Yeah, he also has a young and upcoming tight end, Anthony Frisk. I believe that's his name, if I pronounce that correctly. I think this is his second year, maybe third, but watch out for his name. Just saying.
Yeah, Anthony Frisk.
So since I started on this one, the next team is the Houston Texans. Trey, since you started last, you have the honors of starting this one first. Who is your breakout player for the Houston Texans?
Oh, thank you. The honor.
Yeah.
I never thought I heard that honor in Houston, Texas. Anyway.
Yeah. Gave you a grenade.
No, not so much. You just got to you got to kind of think about it. And look at who's there. Look at what's left.
There he is.
And I think the biggest beneficiary to that, the breakout player, he's probably going to have to try to carry the team on his back. It's going to be running back that they acquired recently, Philip Lindsay.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Spence, who's your take?
Before that, so you're done with David Johnson?
Philip Lindsay.
Gotcha. All right.
And
For me, it's gonna be Brandon Cook. I feel like even though it's not if, it's when Watson leaves and Tyron Taylor has to take over. I feel like Brandon Cook is going to do everything in his power to, gotta be the number one now. I'm sorry?
I said everything is power to get traded. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's like, pretty much. So he has to be the number one receiver now. So here we are. Good luck.
all right. So my breakout player that I've been hearing nothing but good things about all this offseason is in the receiver position. His name is Nico Williams from the University of Michigan. They've been saying that he is been standing out. He's currently right now being, I guess, widely viewed as the number 2 receiver on that team. So I know they got Brandon Cooks. I don't know too much about the other ones besides like Kiki Cutie, and I think that's probably about it. And but I've heard a lot of good things about him, so I expect Nico Collins to be the breakout player for them. I want to give a honorable mention to a tight end that we are all familiar with on this channel, Brevin Jordan. I hope you ball out, but it probably won't be that way just because, man, Deshaun Watson, as we've been saying, if Deshaun Watson was to stay in Houston, I would probably say that he'd have a better career than we said it off the pod earlier today, Spence. Kyle Pitts. He would have a better career with benefiting from Deshaun Watson. But since Deshaun Watson clearly wants out, it's not the case. So next team, we have the Indianapolis Colts. And Spence, you have the honors to take this one. So who's your breakout player for the Colts?
Carson Wentz ankle.
Yeah. I didn't say that somebody's ankle, somebody was gonna have they was gonna break something. I said breakout player.
Yeah. The breakout player is going to be on the defensive side. Their draft pick. Yes, sir. Hey, I believe is going to be their breakout player. I feel like when they drafted him, that it's not something that hey, they're going to probably wait 2 games, have him learn the defense a little bit. But after that, oh no, it's going to be click and play soon. So I feel like as soon he's going to get there, he's going to make an impact on that defense.
All right. Trey, who do you have?
Well, Spencer, he got it right for once. He stole mine because yes, I agree as well. Kwity Paye is definitely gonna come in there and fill a needed void that they've had pretty much at defensive end for pass rushers. Obviously, you still got Leonard there and everything. We're a solid defensive group last year, so I think you add him in, and I think he's going to help take them to the next level. And the fact of Carson Wentz already being hurt, I feel like they're going to lean on that defense, are going to, have to lean on that defense a lot more. I would say him on defense, but since Spence took mine, I'm going to go ahead and give you another one just off the top of my head right now. This off the dome on the offensive side of the ball. And I expect this man to have a jump this year. And that is Michael Pittman, the wide receiver.
Okay. Now, I will say this. Y'all are both right. When it comes to defense, Kwity Paye is definitely he's gonna need to stand out, and he's definitely gonna need to help out with that defense. Defense is solid. All they need is a pass rusher to help out and solidify that entire unit. But as you said, the Colts, with Carson Wentz being out for however long he's going to be out for, they're going to lean on their defense. But my breakout player is going to be on the offensive side, and that's going to be Jonathan Taylor. Now, I'll say Jonathan Taylor because late in the year, throughout most of the year, he struggled up until probably 4 or 5 games until the last regular season game. He started having just ridiculous numbers, and I feel like they have Jacob Eason. That's a second-year quarterback. He will be playing for the meantime until Carson Wentz gets back. But
not what I've been hearing.
What was that?
Not what I've been hearing.
Oh, well, whoever it is, they're gonna have to lean on that running game, and based on that running game, that's just Jonathan Taylor is gonna be the kind of like in somewhat ways to say in a Derrick Henry effect to where he's gonna have to carry that team. Otherwise,
Marlon Mack is still there.
Well, yeah, they still got Marlon Mack, but I still think he's going to be
Jonathan Taylor.
Okay. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's going to be the that guy. Even though Marlon Mack, the year before they drafted him, he had a pretty good year. There was a lot of comparisons with him and Le'Veon Bell with the way that he had his patience for running, reading holes and attacking it. But
I got you.
But back to back, yeah. So last but not, what was that?
Before you move on, just to help you guys out. So around Colts thing, with Carson Wentz being out, possibly with foot surgery, possibly out for 5 to 12 weeks. They're thinking about trading to try to get a quarterback. So the list they have is,
They're gonna get Nick Foles.
Yeah, that's actually on their target list.
Well,
you want to make sense. You want to hurt his confidence.
If that
want to hurt his confidence already.
If that happens, they say him.
He just got.
Listen, wait, hang on. Let me list all of them. They said Nick Foles, Gardner Minshew, and since Trey Lance got the 49ers, they say that Jimmy might be there. But if it's Nick Foles, guys,
yeah, you can't write that.
That's trauma. That's trauma on another level.
Every time
trying to get away from him.
Every time this guy come around,
he's there. Hey, Carson.
But low key though, Gardner Minshew would be the move if I was them. That might be the actual move. Because with Eason, while I think he might be able to come in, like I said, like Vick said as well, I like them coming out of college. So you hope maybe he could have that Herbert effect that he had last year. But Minshew, I've seen enough of Minshew to know what he could do. I think if you drop Minshew in there, Minshew can be successful and help you win a couple games. So I don't know. That might be the move. And Jimmy ain't going nowhere. I heard Shanahan say that he would be surprised if Trey Lance actually starts week 1. He said something catastrophic would have to happen. Jimmy G is the guy still. Until he gets hurt, because we know how.
Although I have been hearing that Trey Lance has been playing pretty good. Well, he's been looking pretty good so far, but I would be surprised too if Jimmy G gets traded.
No, let him sit. He can only benefit from that.
Sit, develop. There's no rush.
Just not Nick Foles.
Yeah, please. That'd be funny though. The memes that day is gonna be hilarious.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious if that happened. Right? Oh my god.
I know Debo memes are coming up. I don't know. Like they can definitely get really creative with that. But last but not least, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. I will finish this section off. So my breakout player will be, and I thought long and hard about this, I wanted to say the middle linebacker that they got, which they actually got him undrafted, which was a surprise. Trey mentioned him, Dylan Moses from Alabama. But I'm not going to say that. I will say DJ Chark. He's going to have a breakout year. I mean, he's been, struggling, but more so because of quarterback play more than anything. So DJ Chark is my candidate for a breakout player. So Spence.
Hopefully I don't get this one. So I'm picking James Robinson. Last year he had as you can say, he had a great year. I mean, sure, it's the Jags, but I mean, he did everything they need him to do. So I believe James Robinson is going to have it, even though they're using Travis Etienne, but I feel like they're probably going to use him more of like a spell bag, more of a gadget, like, hey, dump pass, run it up, make it work. But I'm still picking James Robinson.
Okay. All right, Trey.
So that is bold, picking another running back that's not Travis Etienne, but I can see why. Maybe you're saying they use them both on the field together, use James Robinson as a traditional back and have him do some of the, because they, from what I've seen, they were doing a lot of stuff where they were having him line up as a receiver as well. So, and this is going to be an Urban Meyer offense, so he's gonna lean on that gadget stuff and trick plays and all that type of stuff. But my person is on the offense, and it's their second round pick. It's the offensive
Tim Tebow.
Walker.
I was about to say that.
Oh no, Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow, I don't think makes the 53-man roster, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, Walker Little is the guy I got.
Okay. Yeah, they're definitely gonna back to Spencer's real quick with Travis Etienne and the running back James Robinson. I believe more so the Jags are gonna definitely try to use Travis Etienne more so to kind of like, as Urban Meyer was saying, that he really wanted to get Kadarius Toney. So I believe they're gonna use him in a similar role to how he used him, how he was using in Florida when he coached back for the University of Florida. So I definitely believe that's how they're going to use him. But James Robinson is no shot at him, but he can also, as y'all said, that he also can receive the ball. He's a solid pass catcher. He may not be as great as Travis, which obviously he's had a lot of comparisons to Alvin Kamara, but we'll see how that works out. And I like both of y'all's selection in terms of who y'all think will be a breakout player. So with that being said, that caps off
dual running back sets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Jet motions.
Yeah.
The Urban Meyer offense. We'll see.
Yeah.
So that caps the AFC South. Next week, we'll heat things up a little bit more. We'll do the AFC East, and then we'll finally cap the AFC side of things with the AFC North. It's gonna go down. Last but not least, we have our final topic of the evening, which Hall of Fame football is back. Cowboys versus Steelers. So, what do y'all think? What's your thoughts about this upcoming Hall of Fame game?
Well, Vic, I think we should give it to you on this one first because, as much as I hate to admit this, you do have the most winning on a Thursday night.
All right. So we're predicting wins right now, I guess. I figured we kind of give the fans a little bit of an appetizer, talk about it a little bit, who we're looking out to see.
We're just getting warmed up. It's preseason.
Okay.
We're getting warmed up for the regular season. That's all.
Mr. Pickles. All right.
That's me, Mr. Thursday night. Yeah. So
like I said, just warming up, gentlemen.
I'm gonna just say who I'm looking out for this preseason. I got For the Cowboys, I want to see how I forgot Buddy's name, but the middle linebacker / outside linebacker that they drafted in the first round,
Micah
Micah
Parsons.
Parsons?
Micah Parsons. I'm looking out for him, and I definitely want to see how on offense. I want to see what Dak Prescott is able to do. How he looks if he plays. I
Okay.
don't know the entire situation of how they're going to treat the whole preseason because I know there's a lot of teams trying to figure out how they're going to go about the snap count and whatnot. But for the Steelers, defensively, I would say I want to see I want to see how Devin Bush looks coming back from his injury. And also for offensively, I want to see all the hype about how this running back from Alabama that one of our co-hosts has been hyping up that he's
Pro
going
Bowling.
to be a Pro Bowler this year, right? Right. But no, I want to see how he does, but I'm more interested in seeing the quarterback and not the quarterback that we're all thinking about. I'll talk about the backup. And if it might not be the backup, but it might be the backup of the backup. Dwayne Haskins. I don't know where he's at currently on the depth chart, but I assume that he would be the second quarterback. If he's not, that's disappointing. But I definitely want to see how he looks. And yeah, but my prediction, sorry, Trey, got the Cowboys winning, but this is preseason. It's not really a big deal because regular season, my vote would probably go the other way around, and I would say Steelers. But right now, I'm going Cowboys. Yeah, that's my prediction. I'll say it'd probably be 24-17. Backup's gonna get in there, so they're gonna probably get the game. The Cowboys probably will win the game by the backups, but we'll see. So, Trey.
Okay. Well, first things first, per Mike Tomlin, Mason Rudolph, you might have heard of that guy before. He's actually going to start the Hall of Fame game.
Oh,
Haskins is going to finish the first half out, and then Dobbs is going to finish out the second half.
Yeah.
And then all of our rookies are expected to see playing time during the game. So,
okay.
So you'll get to see Najee Harris as you're talking about. I don't know how much of him you're going to see, but you're going to get to see him. I've been hearing amazing things in camp. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that in action myself. I really want to see what Haskins is doing too. I've heard some good things about him. I feel like he should end up being QB2 by the time preseason is over, but it's up to him to go out there and prove that. So his first shot at that is Thursday. And like we talked about kind of off air, being that the Cowboys and Steelers play in the Hall of Fame game, each team has, this is basically an extra playoff game preseason game for the Steelers and Cowboys. So it could be a bad thing if you want to look at it that way, or it could be a good thing from an evaluation standpoint to see what you got with some of these players. Let's say you have two guys that are real close and you're trying to make that decision on who to keep. Let's say it's a final roster spot. You got two cornerbacks, for example, and they're kind of close. You don't know which one. This gives you that extra game to kind of, gauge that and be like, okay, this is our guy based on this, or based on that, we're going to go with that guy. So there's that. As far as prediction, obviously Pittsburgh. But like I said, it's a preseason game, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But like you said, as far as backups though, if you think that Ben DiNucci, what's the dude's name who started the game last year?
Oh shoot, I forgot his name.
Yeah, so
you talking about
that Cowboy player.
I'm talking about the Cowboys backup.
That it was like the 4th-string quarterback that started.
Ben DiNucci.
So if you think Ben DiNucci is going to go out there and win them a game, I don't know.
It might be Garrett Gilbert.
Yeah, I trust Dobbs and Haskins and Mason a little bit more than I trust any of those guys behind that. Just saying.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Spence.
I thought about it. I slept on it. Yeah, I'm picking Steelers on this one. I don't believe if they're starting Ben DiNucci, I don't believe. I haven't seen him pass a ball past 40 yards. Now, if it's Garrett, maybe, but still for the Cowboys, their defense is still suspect to me. I don't know I don't know what Zeke we're getting. I know it's still early preseason, but I don't know what Zeke we're getting. Are we getting no sleeves Zeke that won't fumble a lot, or we're getting sleeve Zeke that led the league in fumbles? So I don't know, but I'm speaking the Steelers. In the words of I'm at least I know what Mason Rudolph can do. At least I know that.
Yeah. So just wanted to
I'm just happy we got some sort of football back at this.
Yeah.
That's really the biggest thing. I don't care. I mean, it just happens to be that it's the Steelers playing, but it could have been the Lions and who's in the Ravens, like, two bottom teams.
Oh Lord.
And I would still enjoy it because it's football. So
here we go. Here we
Interesting.
go.
Interesting.
Those were the two worst teams I could think of. So it just came to mind real quick.
Okay.
I had to think about the bottom. It's 30 teams, so I had to think of like the second two teams.
You were on point with the Lions, but it took you a while to say the Ravens. So obviously it went to bottom. You just had to really think about that one. Anyways, I got a little bold prediction. Dwayne Haskins will be the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers by week 11.
Really?
Of 2022?
This season, 2021 to 2022. I do not believe Ben Roethlisberger will last the whole season. Just saying. And that's not saying that Dwayne Haskins. That's not saying. Well, basically, all I'm saying is that Dwayne Haskins will give the Pittsburgh Steelers a better chance of making the playoffs. I'm gonna just say that. No shot at Ben Roethlisberger because he's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
And he swept y'all last year. Yeah, you're right. No.
Yeah, Dwayne Haskins, be that quarterback. And it will give you a promise for your future. So
yeah, not bad against Ben. He just swept us last year. So I feel a certain type of way about him. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I just paraphrased what he said, y'all. That's all.
That's not what I said.
That's what he meant to say.
Clearly, that's not what I said. But
that's what you meant to say.
No, that's not what I said. But it's all right. So other than that, y'all have any shout outs, anything that y'all want to mention, anything news that you probably might have seen just recently that we may have missed?
I don't have anything. I'm just gonna say, like just said, just excited that we get to see some football. Preseason or not, it's football. It's back. We're finally to the point that from now on until February, it's a football game at this point. So we made it. We made it through that lull. Like we're finally here. It's that little rough patch where there's no sports or anything, and it's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? So we finally made it to that point.
I'm happy. I am so happy. Can't tell you. Fantasy football on dang near every day. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. Canes come back,
Oh,
Monday night.
Real quick about that. Did you see Clemson and Florida State have put in to try to go to the SEC? How do y'all feel about that real quick?
Clemson and who?
Florida State. FSU. I could see Clemson.
Yeah, Clemson
FSU?
for sure.
Yeah, I don't know what FSU think. We got
to listen.
They just trying to get ran through.
Hey, hang on. I got this. Camera on me. I got this. Hey, FSU. Until y'all lead in the AFC and the ACC, Y'all don't even think about the SEC. Y'all finna get smoked.
Hey,
Smoked.
Hey, they got heart.
Ole Miss is gonna smoke y'all.
The boys got heart. They put in their application, so we're gonna see how that's gonna go for them.
Listen, and Trey, like that meme I sent you about the war, about 76ers calling the Warriors. You want to do what? Click.
Hey, I say let them go. I mean,
yeah,
let them go.
Hey,
Let them go.
I'd love to see it.
I'll let Clemson go. Get out.
yeah. And my timeline would be so much better if they go to the SEC. SEC.
Yeah, Clemson, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna be hiding on the rocks.
Yeah, they're gonna be quiet.
Right. Go ahead.
What up, Brandon?
Yeah, what's up, Brandon? Hey, if there's a time to come join the club, man, now's the time. It's all about the you. You already know.
Yeah, I mean, if Clemson leave, we pretty much can run the ACC though, honestly.
Yeah, Clemson has definitely been a thorn in our side for sure.
Yeah, let them graduate. Let them y'all
They feel big? They feel big enough? Go ahead.
Yeah, go for
it.
Don't put your return.
Florida, y'all think y'all. It's just fun that Florida thinks they're on that level still. Or
I'm literally laughing that Florida State think they're going to be all right.
I mean, Florida State, like Buddy off of Friday when he had the courage to step to Debo. Left that seat with a black eye.
He got heart, man.
Lost his pride.
They got heart, man. Yeah, but yeah, you go to the SEC, they're gonna take your chain, Florida State. Just know that. He gonna cry in the car.
No, come back the next day with your daddy.
What's wrong with you?
Too old, man. No.
Florida just keep hurting me.
All right. So look, you heard what we had to say. You can agree or you could disagree. Probably FSU fans, they disagree right now. But that's but at the end of
go ahead.
Bite down. All takes on that are valid.
Go ahead and press on that thumbs down, FSU fans. We know you're gonna do that.
We know it was y'all. All right.
Let us know.